when I say
Welcome to Specs Howard School of Media Arts, the place where you want to be if you're looking to get started in the media arts industry. Now, whether you're thinking about joining graphic or web design, videography, digital media creation, or you want to be in front of or behind a camera or on a radio, this is the school that you may want to check out.
My first impression of Specs Howard, I had a good first impression. I thought everybody was really nice.
One thing I can say about Specs Howard is that they get you in the door in this industry.
So initially I came to Specs to learn to edit, because of course I've been doing camera work for a long time, but I can never go out and shoot anything and do anything with it. So that was what I initially came here for, but I'm leaving with so much more than that.
So I decided to join Specs Howard because digital media has been something I've always wanted to do. Ever since I was a kid, I would always analyze movies that I've seen and always wish that I can do what they did, recreate it. And it's kind of just been what, inspired me to join the school. In high school, I took a filmmaking class, and that was a great time. We actually made some real funny videos. Actually, the very first video that our teacher loved, but then deeply edited, was a stop animation film that we had to do. A still animation, I guess I could say. It was called Crackwise, An American Dream, and it was about these 3 crackheads and 3 babies, and this one lady that we called their baby mama, and the whole running joke of the series was the fact that none of the babies knew who their fathers were, even though they looked just like them. And the teacher loved it, got a great laugh out of it, and said, I absolutely cannot keep this video here at the school, so she deleted half of it. And after that, I just knew that I wanted to do video.
Everything that I've learned so far about editing, Photoshop, motion graphics with After Effects, I think has made me a better camera operator. I'm a little bit more careful about the shots that I get. I'm a little bit more careful about the composition of those shots, the flow of those shots, the pace of those shots, because now, as a budding editor, I know what kind of shots work for different scenarios. So learning everything that I've learned at Specs has definitely made me a better camera operator, which I wasn't expecting.
So I knew that I would have to go to a school like Specs Howard if I wanted to learn the proper educations to move ahead in the industry, because the knowledge I had before wasn't enough for me to get ahead. So pretty much just going out shooting videos on my own and things like that, I knew I needed the proper direction.
The biggest challenge for me during my time at Specs has been time management. I'm usually pretty good with that in my line of work, but because I work full-time, I think that has been the biggest challenge for me. You go to a job, you work 8+ hours a day, then you have to come to school and you spend 4.5 hours in class, then you have to find time to do all your work.
Work life and school life balance. If you're working a full-time job, I'm not going to say it's going to be the easiest thing to come to school, especially trying to get your schedule at work to fit into trying to get here on time. I'm trying to get all the homework done, especially if you're a family person and you got kids. It's going to be hard to work all of this in.
You have to take it seriously, because if you don't, you're only going to get out of it what you put into it. If you don't put in the work, you would have wasted 12 months.
Really know this is what you want to do, because this program is not for the faint of heart. You're not going to come here and just have an easy ride. You have 2 4.5 classes a week, hour classes a week, plus you have the online work you have to do. So if you're not dedicated, you're going to fall behind on your work, you're not going to pass your classes, or you're not going to get the level of knowledge that you really want or need to succeed in this world. So you have to really want to do this, and you really have to try your best while you're here.
One thing that I would leave with people is that no matter how much you think you know, there's always something that you can learn, whether it's from an instructor. And I think that I won't say I've learned more from my classmates, but I think because we're all on a level playing field, we all feel comfortable with each other. With most of the people that I've worked with, there's no ego involved at all. If somebody has a question about a camera, technique or anything that works with a camera that I can answer, of course I'm willing to do that. And I feel like my classmates have given me the same thing.